Lights, camera, review.
San Andreas destroyed theaters in 2015. Ray Gaines, a rescue pilot, attempts to save his ex-wife and daughter from a tremendous earthquake that hits California and slowly crumbles the world. San Andreas includes every disaster trope you'd see in an erupting volcano. Except that's not what this disaster film is about. It's a predictable film with no surprises and little originality. So why do I watch it? For the disaster, of course. The actors know that this is a heavily cliched film, but do well in all the chaos. I have come to love Dwayne Johnson. This is the film that defined his dramatic abilities. In contrast to Ray's buff trademark, he's charismatic and vulnerable as a broken father. Johnson did an excellent job conveying his character's emotional arc. Carla Gugino is another talented actress. Johnson and Gugino play the usual divorced couple who clearly still have feelings for each other. Ray and Emma stick together in the chaos and defend each other. The pair worked well together and were funny in some dialogue scenes. Johnson's ad-libbed second base comment will always make me chuckle. Blake, played by Alexandra Daddario, is in her own survival story with two new friends, Ben and Ollie, played by Hugo Johnston Burt and Art Parkinson. They work together in the chaos. Unsurprisingly, a love story brews amidst a disaster crumbling beneath their feet. Daddario is great in the role, but the writing surrounding the character wasn't written strongly. I never expected to deplore someone like Daniel Riddick, played by Ioan Gruffudd, whose fate was not punishable enough. Paul Giamatti plays Dr. Lawrence Hayes, a seismologist who warns of impending doom. Hundreds of extras play residents of Los Angeles, running in panic around the shambling city. Look very closely, and you'll see an actor from season 3 of Stranger Things. I'll give you a hint. His name is very similar in spelling. Disaster movies have one integral detail, and that is, how can you make the next catastrophic event even more catastrophic? Amidst the melodrama, nonsense, and overload of disaster tropes, director Brad Peyton spoke with Thomas Jordan, the director of the Southern California Earthquake Center, to fact-check anything about earthquakes to ensure accuracy. Fact-checking the disasters was more important than the writers' team? Characters have unrealistic dialogue, and it's a predictable story. The characters undergo the usual family dramas seen in most media. However, there is one line from Gugino that my friend and I like to laugh about when her character leaves a threatening message to her boyfriend. Some disaster sequences defy logic, which only enhances viewers' excitement. In one of the hardest films he ever did, Peyton went for realism, which is why most of the cast did their own stunts. It gave the film more of a sense of the characters' motivations. Over 1,300 special effects are used in this film. Every sequence makes your heart pound. It gets your adrenaline pumping as characters race away from walls of water, avoid buildings toppling over, or hold their breath in the tiniest air pockets. At its heart, San Andreas is a film about family love. It was the 14th highest grossing film of 2015. It may not break new ground as a disaster film, but it is one entertaining and epic ride. What movies are you watching over 4th of July weekend? Recently, I watched Voicemails for Isabel on Netflix, and I have a lot of thoughts. Catch my next review. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.